We've got 10 minutes, and I don't know if we can get everything with Norm Brown in, but we're going to do it the best we can. I am Trevor Horn here in the downtown TBC studios. We're in hour number 2 of our coaches show. I am with Teddy Feinberg. Teddy, how you doing?
I'm great.
That was quick. Norm, here we go again.
Yeah.
So you're number 4. Your seniors you had as freshmen. Your culture is now complete at North High. You guys had probably one of the most successful seasons in school history last year. You made it to the D4 semifinals. You bring back a lot of key components. Where's your excitement level for this group?
Well, Cruz, we're pretty excited, aren't
Oh,
we?
yeah, by the way, this is the man of the hour down here. This is Cruz Sharon. You know him as the son of A.J. Sharon, who's a new boys basketball coach. Cruz, it's your first time in the studio. Say hello to everybody.
Hi.
A man of many words.
The Crewster and I feel we're really excited about this year. You know, we've been waiting for this moment. I think, 4 years developing a program, and now here it is. Our freshmen are now seniors, and, last year we tied a school record and, wins at our school, and it was a breakout season. And, we can't live on our laurels, as I've said before, and we got to, come back with great intensity this year, great work ethic, and I think we've done that. We've got some work to do still.
Yeah.
We've got to develop. We've got the chemistry, but we've got to get in condition. We got to stay healthy. I think this group's a smaller group, tighter group. They've been together for a long time, so we're excited about what our potential is. But you got to get it done. Saying it and doing it are two different things. And the good thing is that our culture is based on consistency, and we preach that from day one. Consistency builds trust. Trust builds confidence. Now we have a confident bunch, but you can't be overconfident. So got to tone it down a little bit. Hit the work. Hit the work ethic and get out there and practice hard.
Teddy, your one of your favorite words is scrap iron.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that you bring in is that you see a league like the Southeast Yosemite League, and you see, community schools like North and Oildale and Foothill out on the east side, Miramonte, and you bring in East now. When you look at North, I mean, you saw this team last year. What excited you about seeing a team like that, a coach like this, when you came into Kern County last year?
Well, I mean, it obviously was great for that community. I think that having a season like that was tremendous. I mean, for everybody involved, from the coaches to the student athletes. But I do think kind of what Coach Brown's alluding to, and I agree with him, I think following up on that success is going to be a huge test. And I think that really is what the 2018 season is going to be about, because doing it once was an incredible accomplishment. And doing it twice, like I said, is a huge test, I think, for the program as a whole, because from my recollection, it was few and far seasons like that were in between for the Stars. Right, Coach Brown?
Yeah, you said it. I mean, we last time we won a league title, I think, was in 2008, 2009. So it's been a while. Before that, don't know. And they haven't won a home playoff game for a while, and we did it last year against East, and now East is in our league. Obviously, we want to talk a little bit about that. But before we do that, we got to get ready for Shelton, who you just had on. So we're gonna get after each other on Friday, and then the big opening against Centennial.
Yeah, and that's such a great community rivalry now, especially since the boundaries have kind of pushed you into what used to be Centennial's neighborhoods. So you really do have a lot of kids that maybe would have gone to Centennial before. Now you get a junior high like Beardsley that's all North High. And you look at that and you've got rival, you have kids like a Brendan Stout that once played at Centennial, lived there, right. And then now, then he went on to you guys. How much of that is to start off with such a rivalry game for you?
Yeah, Stout's a perfect example. I was blessed enough to coach basketball last year, and
you had David on the team.
and Coach Stout was my freshman basketball coach, and she did a great job with the kids, and So the thing about Centennial, what I'm learning about the community there, is that most of those parents went to North, so it's going to be a playoff atmosphere right away, and they're Division I type of school, and we're D4, so obviously we might be a home dog. Week 1. Yeah, they've struggled, but come on, those are the big boys, and so it's a true test of character for our program and where we're at. Like Ted said about an indicator where we're at. And I put the stamp for me as a coach. One of the ways you put a stamp mark on a program is that you got to set your schedule. And finally this year, I believe I've got the ideal schedule of what I've wanted to do at North, and so we're going to open up with a powerhouse at home in Oildale. It's going to be it's a local rivalry game.
And you're calling it the Turk Iliadis Bowl, right?
Right.
A rivalry game.
We were blessed
but
to
you're
have-
honoring Coach Iliadis, obviously, with that
we were
game.
blessed to have Coach Turk in our program. And right away when I took over, I called the Iliadis family, and I had Turk come and speak on many occasions. And he just was incredible. A true hero of Oldell, legend. And his story speaks for itself. Should make a movie about him. We're going to open up every year with a Turk name. And no better fitting opponent than Centennial right now. And it's going to be a thriller. It's going to be a very physical game. Hopefully, Stockdale, who's with Shelton, you look at his grit and how he is, and we use that term in our program, passion and perseverance. That means grit. And I think we're going to get that test on Friday and the following week.
Bailey West was a great quarterback for you guys. Threw for almost 2,000 yards. How do you replace a leader like that?
He broke a school record at throwing at North, and we had Cole Fields backing him up last year, so we feel comfortable. Cole was all-conference secondary player, savvy. We tease Cole that he's one of those kids that if this was Harry Potter, he'd be in Slytherin. He'd be in the family Slytherin over there,
I don't know what
he's
you
just,
You lost me.
He's just smooth right there, and he's got some skill, and he's understanding the game, and I think he's going to fit in really well.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means, Cruz. Help me out here. I'm not a Harry Potter guy. What's he talking about?
Who else you want to talk about? How about
Who's your favorite player on North, Cruz?
I don't know.
You like
Okay, what
big,
about
you like
James?
big you like Big James Johnson?
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
number is he?
2.
He's got
There
his
you go.
numbers down. So James Johnson, man, let's talk about him for a quick second.
Why are coaches not looking at James Johnson for the 4-year college level?
Well, they are. He's getting a look, but
Okay.
he hasn't gotten any offers yet, and I think it's coming. He was third-team All-State Cal High,
Yeah.
first-team All-Valley as a junior, most valuable defense player in our league last year. So
Yeah.
that speaks for itself. But he's got to come and provide leadership. It all starts with leadership as a senior leader. So that's what we're hoping James does. And every day, it's that consistency that builds that trust. And that trust builds that confidence. And he's definitely confident, but he needs to incorporate his confidence and his abilities amongst this team, this senior team that he has. And so we're excited. Our first 3 games are going to be tough. You had your coaches in here. You had Coach Perucci.
Yeah.
Just in here for Shafter.
Yeah, you got him on August 31st. Before that, you got a game up in Monterey, which you were hoping was going to be a game against your brother.
Right.
But he stepped down, but you still keep that game on the schedule.
Right, and Coach Lusk honored that game up there, so we really appreciate that. And we're going to go up, and it's going to be we're going to stay the night, and we're going to play on Saturday, and it's going to be intense. They've got a brand new stadium built with turf, so they're going to be fast, and should be a incredible contest. Playing on the coast, get us used to that because now we know this new section here is changing. Some of those coast teams are coming over, so we wanted to prep for that.
Yep. And then when you look at it too, we've got their head coach Chad Martinez coming up on a phone here after this in the next segment. But you look at a team on Wasco, you got to head up there and play there. Then you playing always a sleeping giant in West at home before you start league play. And now you don't have to fill a 6th non-league schedule. Now you've got a 6th member in the league. A few minutes left here for you. When you look at it, Teddy, when you look at the East Side and you look at this East Side league now, what excites you, Teddy, and then Norm, what excites you about this league?
I mean, I'm always excited, I think, for, I guess you could say maybe overlooked or underdog programs to get together and have their chance to shine. But, I think I'm excited in that league in particular, quite honestly, to see what schools like North and Highland do after last year, after having some really successful, in my opinion, historic seasons. I'm excited to see how they carry that over to 2018 because I think the mark of a good program is not doing it once, but I think having consistency in that program, and that's no knock or a challenge. That's just what I'm excited about in 2018 because I just think that's when you really learn about a program. Going 7-3 is excellent. The year was great, but how do they follow that up? That's key.
Yeah, our motto this year is one more.
Exactly.
One more rep.
Exactly.
One more play. One more solid day in the classroom. One more, man. Let's get one more. If we can do that, we'll prove to everybody that we're not, just a Cinderella team from last year because we don't want to live on our laurels. We want to look forward. We got a hard league. We open up with Highland. They were undefeated last year, and, they're going to be tough again. We're not going to expect them to be anything less. That coach is on the rise with his program, East's going to come in with a whole new coaching staff.
Yep.
And with the talent they've had in the past,
Yep.
we all know that East has a lot of talent in their program all the way through. It's been a historic program. Another local rivalry that we have. We added West in the preseason. So we went back to an old school schedule, and we really like that. And I'm really excited about it. Obviously, you can't overlook Footle with the athleticism that they have.
New
A
head coaching
coach.
staff with Brandon Deckert there.
And Miramonte, the
Christian Johnson.
guy coaching the All-Star game, did a great job.
Yeah.
I went and scouted him in the All-Star game. I was thinking about this guy. Oh, hey, we cannot leave anybody lightly. And obviously, we finished with South for the sword game, and then from there on, we'll decide where we go. But I mean, we can talk about playoffs in our program. When I came in, we didn't talk about playoffs. We just, hey, we want to compete. So now we're competing. Now we have some confidence, but you got to be consistent. And so we're excited. Cruzalicious here. We're fired up.
Cruz is excited.
Right? We got
Cruz, Maximus, Sharon.
Yep.
Is he the next big two-way star for the Stars here in the next
You're
6,
looking at the
7 years?
mini-me of Gordy Nelson here. He's just
He catches
legit
everything.
Wide out, catch out, DB, possibly quarterback in there sometimes, right? You having fun out there? Mm-hmm.
He needs
Big year for him in
He needs
2018.
to eat more
Yeah.
at lunch. He's like a little bird sometimes. But he's my man, Cruz Maximus down here in the quarter. Norm Brown, thank you for coming on. Good luck to you and the Stars this season. We'll be out there plenty, I'm sure.
Trevor, Ted, thank you guys for having
Thanks,
us.
Coach.
All right, we'll be right back on the phone. It will be Chad Martinez, a head coach at Wasco, when we return.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for coming down.